The Tesla Model 3 is a common rideshare vehicle, and it's also a pretty common family vehicle. Hi, I'm Heather with Car Seat Side. I'm a child passenger safety technician and instructor. Today we're going to take a look at installing the Evenflo Shyft DualRide car seat. It's an infant seat that becomes a stroller, and it's pretty commonly used for traveling purposes and just an all-around infant seat. It's pretty common car seat. So we're going to take a look at it in terms of how to put it into the vehicle really quickly and use it without the base, because if you're using it in, say, a travel situation, or if you're using it in a friend's vehicle, or if you're just using it on the go, you need to be able to put it into a car like this and do it quickly. You don't want to be fumbling with it on the side of a street or in a busy airport trying to get someplace. So I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to do it quickly and be on your way. So let's get started. There are a couple of things you have to do in order to get your car seat ready to put into the car baseless. So first, let's put the handle down. Put it into an upright position and lock the wheels. And we're also going to stow the wheels. Okay, next what we're going to do is we need to remove these wheels right here and put them on the bottom. So we're going to push this in and pull off. And then on the bottom of the car seat, right here, we're going to just stow that wheel right there, do the same for this side, and that's it. What that does is that provides a nice solid surface for the car seat to sit and be level in the vehicle. Now that we have the car seat set up and ready to go, what we're going to do is identify the belt path where we're going to put the seat belt. So first, we have the belt path right here. This is where the lap belt is going to go. You see these belt guides on the side. Here's one right here. There's another one on the other side. The handle is going to be in the upright and locked position. And then on the back of the seat is where the shoulder belt goes. There's this clip right here. It's just beneath this light gray release handle. So this clip is where the shoulder belt is going to be routed. So we need to know exactly where that is, because a lot of what we're going to be doing as we wrap the seatbelt around is going to be by feel rather than looking for it. So make sure you know where that clip is. And now what we're going to do is get started with the seatbelt. So take your seatbelt, put the lap belt through right here, and then put it through on the other side, and then just stop. Because we're not going to buckle it in. If we buckle it in at this point, the seatbelt will never reach around behind. In fact, trying to buckle it in is where we're going to run into problems. So we're not going to buckle it in at all. Okay, so at this point, we have our lap belt routed through both sides. We still haven't buckled it in. You can see our latch plate right here. What we're going to do is we're going to take our seatbelt and we're going to pull it out all the way. And notice I'm doing this very slowly. Once you get used to this technique, do it a few times first. You'll get this done in 30 seconds or less. It's really easy, but you're not going to look pretty when it's done, but it will be easier. So I've pulled the seatbelt out all the way. It's at the end. I'm not going to let it click back in, even one click. So it's pulled out all the way. Now what we're going to do is we're going to feel for that clip on the back of the car seat. So we'll pull the seatbelt over and back and behind, and we're just going to slide that seatbelt into that clip. And that's it. Now, what we need to do, if we try and buckle this in, it's not going to fit. The latch plate is about 3 inches away from the buckle. So it's still too short. So we're going to lift the car seat up at the head and tilt it up. And I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's no way for the car seat to be. But take your leg, and this is where the ugliness gets, because by the time you've ducked under here and hit your head a few times, and you've got the bruise on your leg from doing this, it's worth it. But reach under here grab your seatbelt. Make sure your seatbelt is straight and not twisted. And still through this belt guide over here on the other side. Tip it up as far as you need to get that seatbelt buckled. You are using every bit of length of this seatbelt. Now what you're going to do is take the car seat and wiggle it into position. What we are focused on now is this level line over here. We need that to be level to the ground. Okay, so let's check that level line and make sure it's level. Okay, check for tightness, and trust me, it'll be tight because you've used all your seatbelt. And this is just moving on the wheels. Okay, so that's tight. You might be able to get it to go in one click, but that is the installation technique for getting the Evenflo Shyft DualRide into a Tesla Model 3 using the European belt path. Fortunately, getting it out of the car is easier than getting it into the car. All you have to do is unbuckle it. Just lift the seatbelt over the top of the car seat. And that's it. As you're putting the seatbelt back into the retractor, just make sure that you're not twisting it or turning it in any way so that it goes back in really easily. And that's it.